Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you all so much for your comments and likes and support of me in this channel. I just got done going through the comments for the day, and it's just so lovely, the collective that I'm reading for. I'm so appreciative of each and every one of you, and thank you for saying hello and reaching out. All right, what's hidden from the viewer? Outcome and advice. Alrighty. Let's take a look at this new energy. That's interesting. Let's look at the overall energy of today's reading. We've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. A lot of reversals. Even in what's hidden, reversals. Outcome, things start turning upright, it looks like. All right, Nine of Wands in reverse. Letting your guard down, coming out of a time where you're having to be protective. There's something here. Death card reversed. Something's not over. Something hasn't ended. This feels like this Knight of Swords in reverse. Someone wants you to let your guard down because they're not done. This isn't over. Who's the Knight of Swords? Queen of Swords and Emperor. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Whew. Okay. In school, when I was in psychic school, it's like saying when I was in wizardry school, although it led me here, gave me the tools so I can lead myself to where I'm at. But in school, whenever someone sneezed, they were clearing sexual blocks. So maybe you're clearing sexual blocks. Maybe I'm clearing sexual blocks. It's interesting that it came up around, so to speak, this energy. Feels like someone's coming in fast, aggressively. I mean, look at this image of the Knight of Swords. Can we get a little focus on that? Can you see how aggressive that action is? His horse is like, dude, too much. He's rushing in and just has rushed to conclusions. This is someone who is not making plans. This is not planned. This feels impulsive, rushing in, and it does not feel positive. It feels like someone trying to, I'm not sure what their intentions are yet. They're trying to take charge and be a boss, be a leader, and trying to impact your internal discernment by this rushing in. It feels like whoever this is that's rushing in, they're wanting you to let your guard down and take out your discernment and replace it with theirs. This feels controlling and manipulative, like they know the right way. Whoever this is, they feel like they they know better than you, that type of energy. But it's not thoughtful or planned out. What's this person's intentions? Who's this Knight of Sword in reverse? What's their intentions? Ooh, Six of Cups. This could be someone you've known for a long time, family. Yeah, it very well could be family, because only family feels this entitled to control, that somehow I know you better than you know yourself, and you need to take out your operating system and replace it with my operating system. This is about control, manipulation, power. Ace of Wands reverse, High Priestess. I don't think you're interested in this. It's not sparking any desire for you, any passion. It's not having the effect on you that this person expects, because you're in this energy of High Priestess. It's like you can sense them coming, sense them. You can read past whatever it is that they're saying, whatever type of trying to let you get your guard down, trying to get, access to you through, hey, I'm a safe person, like that type of energy. And then once they're in, boom. Try to dismantle, try to disrupt your internal navigation system is what I keep getting. I don't feel like you're at danger for this, because you're in this High Priestess energy. I feel like you have access to this Emperor energy and your own internal discernment. You have stepped into this leadership. You're leading yourself. Oh, that does not belong. That's the problem. You leading yourself and having your own internal navigation system. Maybe you're listening to your higher self. It doesn't feel like you're relating to people horizontally, like matching and mirroring and pleasing the people around you. It looks like you're finding your own guidance system, connecting with your higher self, connecting with the all that is, grounded into this reality. So you're running your energy more vertically instead of trying to match and mirror your energy horizontally with the people around you. This has given you a lot of freedom, independence, an ability to lead yourself, inner discernment, figuring out what's for you and who's not for you. In the other overall energies, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This person, it's like you see them a mile away. The lying, cheating, stealing, this person's trying to manipulate through communication, trying to get you to get back into line. And you see this false illusion. It feels like you're just not even interested. We all have a choice, and for a lot of you, it feels like when and if this person from your family comes in, wants access to your energy. So once they're allowed closer to you, they can really mess with your head, mess with your beliefs, stop you from your independence. What false illusion? Feels like they're going to create some fear. This person creates a lot of what if and fears to try to manipulate you back into line. What I'm seeing is that you're happy being independent, leading yourself, following your intuition, your guidance, following your guidance. Your individuality is making you happy. You're stepping into your happiness. I think your freedom threatens those with the structures that you came from, your family system, family of origin. It feels like it's very hierarchical, easy for me to say. And so if you're at the bottom here and you tried to make it work, lift others, attune to the people in your environment and the beliefs, staying in that structure, uplifting those above you, being of service chronically. If you leave that system, if one person leaves, then no big deal. But if you leave and find success and happiness, it feels like more and more people would start to leave that structure, and it threatens that hierarchy. If people aren't staying in places, aren't programmable, aren't easy to manipulate into being of service to others. If you have your independence and lead yourself and have happiness, then there's a lot of fears coming up. So independence feels like they might project a lot onto you from whatever belief system. So they could be using religion against you to get you to toe the line, to get back in line. Some type of oppressive system that you have to believe and stay in. Feels threatened, but you're not investing in that anymore. I think it was hard for you to walk away from this way of being, because everything you knew was in this structure, and everyone you knew. And so to find your independence, it's like you have to go on your own. You can't take the people who still want to be in that structure. It feels like there's a lot of controlling, manipulative people that benefit from this, and then there's a lot of enablers, people who are programmed. Maybe you also had that programming within you and were a part of keeping that structure together, but it doesn't look like you're doing that anymore. There's something about this person, their willingness to cause pain, betrayal for you, towards you, hurt you because of some belief system, of some structure, some traditional way of being, and they can't imagine a different way of being. There's something about your energy that holds a mirror to whoever this is, and they don't know how to find their independence this way, vertically instead of horizontally. What's the Three of Swords? This feels like I think you realized that this system that I've been talking about, this system, hierarchy, that's not loving. You can't receive love. You didn't love it. It feels like you were told that this would create love for you if you were correct, if you were good in that system, but that's not the case. It feels like once you left that system and learned what love really is, that you don't give from an empty cup, that you have plenty to give, but to not give to people who are just chronically taking, to not give from an empty cup, to center yourself in your experience. Feels like people in this system would say, you're so selfish. How dare you? You're so selfish. I'm selfish for centering myself in my life experience, but you're wanting me to center you, the family, others, and that's not selfish? There's some type of wisdom by loving yourself and giving to yourself, by loving who you are. There's also a lot of manipulation of emotions, putting people in their place, guilt, shame. When you love yourself, guilt informs you, I don't like who I am in this moment. I do not like how I showed up. Guilt is amazing information. It lets you know that you have behaved in a way that you do not want to repeat. And so it creates an opportunity for you to change who you are and how you operate and how you show up and how you communicate in a way that you prefer. Shame, I'm using Brene Brown. And shame is you are bad. Something is inherently wrong with you, which I don't agree with. And it feels like there's been a lot of shame to keep you stuck. And so the challenge is, it feels like has been to love yourself, to let go of the programming and discard that programming and just love yourself. Instead of, it feels like you've been trained to not attune to your own natural state of being, which is you are worthy, you are valuable, you are lovable right now, and in every moment. And instead, they create an environment where you have to get love from others. So you have to work really hard for your family members, for others to love you, which sets you up to work hard, to not see yourself as valuable, to have to prove your worth and value. It creates, this environment creates workers. Blindly working, trying to prove their value and their worth, overworking themselves, trying to convince someone of their love so they get a little bit of that love back to them. The way I'm seeing this is you just cut them out of it when you run your energy vertically. You're not needing their approval. You're not needing their love because you're getting it right from source, right from the tap. And you are receiving messages from source. You're doing great. You are loved. You're supported. Keep going. You're a creator. You're an extension of source. So you've taken out, it feels like, the programming that allows people to manipulate you, to keep you dependent and codependent. Wow, what an interesting reading. in what's hidden, we have the Five of Swords in reverse and Temperance in reverse. Someone's impatient, out of balance, because they can't bully you back into place. They can't figure out how to get you back in line. I gotta say, whoever this is for you, they're so focused outwardly that there's like little self-reflection. That might be part of the issue. They don't know how to self-reflect. Who is this? Who's out of balance? Who's so out of balance and impatient? Because, feminine energy very well could be a mother wound. Someone, I'll show you what. Queen of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, new energy, and then we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups, Justice. It doesn't look like anything that they try has effect, unless you want it to, unless you want to agree to experience this disruption. If you still have a story going on and belief systems that they can still affect you, then they can. But it feels like a lot of you, I'm reading for a collective, have decided that others can't affect you, and so be it. This has the same thing. Like, it feels like this opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles, feels like what they're dangling to try to get access to you. I've got some kind of communication here, viewer. Some reason, some excuse. Interesting. Oh, King of Wands in reverse. All right. Let's see who this is. Queen of Cups in reverse. Feels like that's their objective, to get you out, like in your emotions, out of control within yourself, wound you by shame, or make you lose focus on what you're creating for yourself with whatever this message is. It could be a couple, King and Queen of Wands in reverse. Who's Five of Swords? Yeah, they're trying to get you back into line so they can manipulate and bully you. What's interesting is that whoever this is, it looks like they're focusing their energy on you. Like they're focusing so much of their energy on you, but you're not co-creating with that energy. You're not allowing access. You're not agreeing to whatever they're co-creating. And so whatever they're projecting onto you, it's like return to sender is what this feels like. Whoever this is, they just keep repeating cycles. They're stuck in a comfort zone. They're so focused on others and trying to control and manipulate others. They're in a lot of fear. Not that that's excusing it, but they're like co-creating with their fear. And the projections, feels like it's kind of hard to reach this person because they're not feeling grounded in reality. The advice here for you is stay aligned with you. Stay in your happy place. I have perceived, it has been my experience, that if you want justice, then you embody it. You stay balanced in your thoughts. Balanced. Don't go down a rabbit hole. Don't go down the what ifs. Don't co-create with fear and anxiety. By staying balanced and focused on what I can control with it, which is me, focus in the present, moving forward like you're driving a car. Yeah, you've got a rear view mirror, but that's a little tiny little bit. You've got focus on where you are and where you're going. Doesn't feel like whoever this is, I'm not getting any closer. Let me see if I can. Who's this King and Queen of Wands in reverse? Feels the same as this Knight of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Clingy, back in reverse. Old ex, dead relationships. It is old relationship. I don't perceive this as an ex. It could be for some of you, but it feels more like family. Ooh, burn bridges in reverse. Lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. I feel like you've already burnt your bridge because this person has shown you that you don't trust them. They're disloyal. They're not loyal to you. They're loyal to the system. And it feels like you've turned your back on them. Or they're saying something like, but it feels like you've just decided for yourself that the system doesn't work and you found your independence. Wow. All right, let's look at what's the outcome and advice. We've got King of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Cups, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Two of Wands. This King of Cups in reverse feels like this energy that I've been tuning into, an immature. They're showing up in air energy in the overall, in what's hidden, fiery energy, and then in the outcome, watery energy. They're trying to stop you from succeeding, from your independence. They're not having any effect. They don't perceive that you've changed. And in the past, they were able to come in and wound you and be able to stop you. And maybe they were able to bully you into submission, get you to conform and get back in line, toe the line. But it's not having the same effect. Something has changed, and I feel like the change is you. Whoever is trying this, trying to get you back in line, it feels like it's only emboldening you. It's only strengthening your resolve that you made the correct decision to leave that environment. And with the Four of Pentacles, any type of holding on or clinging to this energy, it feels like it helps you release. So you can really go for what makes you happy. Feels like there's a lot of happiness here, a lot of stability, a lot of inner discernment, leading yourself. You're following your highest excitement. You're using your inner discernment. I don't feel like this person has the effect on you. Yeah, I feel like this reading might be giving more energy to this than what you're going to give attention if this person shows up in your 3D. Maybe they already have. It just feels like you're just, it's validating. It's validating that you like who you are, you love who you are, you're happier where you are, and there's no way you would go back to serving others, serving a system that doesn't serve others, that keeps people locked in. Anything about the Queen of Swords, Sun, happiness, clarity, joy, your inner child feels free. I think this experience is happening just so you can show yourself how far you've come, that you're not interesting. Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Oh, you're inspiring others in that system that you don't even talk to. You're not, they're seeing you. They're seeing you have your independence, your freedom. There's been a lot of negative talk projected onto you that you're bad, so others don't follow you, but people have eyes. So no matter what, the campaign, the smear campaign to try to discredit you, to make you look bad, people have their own eyes, and they can see that it's like you're... The movie Chicken Run just came in. It's like you were in the chickens and you decided, I don't want to be with the chickens. I want to soar. I want to fly. And you're inspiring others to action. Oh, yes. More clarity's coming in. People are feeling kept behind this wall and guarded. If the fear, if what the story is, whatever the belief system is that I've been tuning into, that there's fear out there, then why are the guards keeping the people in? Like that. They're not the guards aren't faced outward to outward issues. They're keeping the people controlled. And whoever's in the system, toxic environment, they're becoming more and more discerning. And there's more and more people that are not only having an inner discernment that's not matching the control and manipulation in the environment, but people are transforming themselves. They're creating a new reality. They're abandoning this ship and finding themselves. Wow. Wow. And there are those who, I don't feel like you're trying to necessarily, you didn't have any intentions or goals. It feels like you were just finding your freedom, trying to figure out your stuff. But it feels like there's a separation between those who are stuck in like they just can't change. They don't know how to change. There's too much momentum in their programming and in their belief systems. They really believe that whatever belief systems that keep this is necessary, they're stuck. And they're choosing to continue to repeat this cycle, to stay in that. So there are those who are going to just adhere and stay. and they're staying and continuing is creating an environment where those who see this are going to leave the system. At least 2 people that I'm seeing with the Page of Wands are inspired to leave this structure. And if more people, if they leave, then they're going to inspire 2 more. Wow. This feels like an awakening. Feels like why this is showing up, why is this reading important, is to let you know that you have so much momentum in your direction. It doesn't look like anybody can stop you unless you want that story, unless you want to have that experience and create that, co-create that with others. For a lot of you, I think recognizing that what you're doing is brave, courageous, inspirational, beautiful, empowering. You can do like me and be yourself. Not be with me so we can create another structure, but be yourself. Independence. Wow. All right, that's your reading. Hope that was helpful. Take care.